Be the Myth. Liquid Light Experience back at you again. Today's episode, the one-man multimedia monster. Yeah, so what do I mean by the one-man multimedia monster? Well, let me explain, y'all. With today's technology, you basically have in the palm of your hand a music studio, a video recorder, a HD camera, video editing software, photography editing software, and anything else that you might need to put media together and put yourself out there. You know, so today we're going to be talking a little bit about maybe what apps you'll need to download and what type of attitude you're going to need to be that one-man multimedia monster. Let's get to it. Yeah, so first and foremost, you know, for instance, to record music, to make tracks, you may need something as simple as GarageBand, which comes with the iPhone today, or you might need to download something like, I think FL Studio has a mobile app, you know, that's really good. It's multi-track, it has effects, you can record vocals or anything else. Or if you get an iPad, you can get something like a Beatmaker 3 or something like that. It's basically a mobile music studio. As far as photography, Adobe has a nice array of apps that you can download to edit pictures or what have you and get that out of the way. As far as videos, you know, an iPhone comes with iMovie. I myself use VideoLeap. There's also a nice array of video editing apps that you can download to get your project done. Next, you want to be proficient in the apps that you're using. Say you're using a music production app. You want to go through it, go through each machine, learn how to use it to the best of its ability. The same goes with video editing. You want to be able to get the most out of the apps to get the best production. Same goes for photography as well. You want to be able to utilize these tools to get the best product out and create the best content possible. Next, you want to come up with creative ideas for each platform, and there are a lot of them out there. For instance, you may want to do some pre-production, you know what I'm saying, come up with some ideas like some skits or something like that. Come up with some different music for the different platforms, and just be creative so that you can present the best content possible and get more followers. Yeah, so some of these apps, you know, besides YouTube, there's a new app called Firework where you can do 60-second little skits or something like that. You know, come up with ideas and utilize that to get yourself out there. There's another one called Periscope where you can basically do live streaming, you know, of an event or what have you, and put yourself out there like that. You know, so there's also different apps that are creative music communities and stuff like that, where you can develop a following, become part of the community, get yourself out there. You know, so utilize these tools that are out there for you, learn how to use them to the best of your ability, be creative, and keep it moving. Yeah, you also need to come up with some creative ideas for content, you know, for these different platforms that I'm mentioning. You know, so just sit there, brainstorm, you know, take your time, do some pre-production, write down whatever you need to write down. You know, whether you're doing small skits or something like that. Now's the time to be creative, put yourself out there, put your music out there, and do what any other company, major label, multimedia company will be doing for you. It's time for you to do that for yourself. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about scheduling production and scheduling posts. So, you know, I know everyone has a busy life. Some of you guys are working jobs or what have you. Some of you guys spend a lot of time in the studio. You also have family, you got girlfriends, some of y'all have kids or what have you. So, you know, you need to be strategic in scheduling your production time as well as the time that your content is going to be posted. You know, so that's something to think about. You can use numbers as well on your iPhone. So, you know, it's just something to think about. You want to get more strategic. You want to run your thing like it's a business. Scheduling is very important. It's very important for you to be consistent and get your content out there as much as possible. Next, let's talk about something very simple, work ethic. You know, nothing gets done without hard work. It's just a little something to think about, you know, work ethic. You're gonna have to put a lot of work in to see some results from this. You can download these apps, you can learn how to use them, but unless you put the work in, nothing's really gonna come from it. If you do put the work in and you work very hard, you'll see some results guaranteed. Also, this is not something that's gonna happen overnight. It's not something that's gonna happen in a week. But you do have a great opportunity to use these resources and use this technology that is literally in the palm of your hand to put yourself out there, be a multimedia giant, reach a very wide audience, gain followers, gain fans, and eventually make money from it. Last thing I want to talk about is monetization. All of these platforms, once you build a big enough following, can be monetized. So that's revenue coming from each platform. If you work hard enough, build a wide enough audience, build a large enough following, you can make money from each platform, as well as shows, as well as from your music and other creative ventures that you might be taking. Well, this is the Liquid Light Experience. I want to see my multimedia monsters out there doing y'all's thing. Please like, please subscribe to the channel, and I know you have something to say about today's episode, so comment below. With that, peace.